Alright, hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and yeah, I really don't know what I'm doing, but I do want to do something a little bit more bronzy. I do have my dogs with me in my filming room right now, so if you do hear some weird noises, that is because they're in here. I did get a new little puppy, so he's in here with me as well. So the first thing we're going to be using is the No Poreblem Prime Essence from Touch in Soul. So I did use this earlier today. I got this in my BoxyCharm and I really did like it. I don't know like if it took away my pores or anything like that. Really didn't focus on it too much to see, but it felt very, very nice on my skin. It felt very water-like, very good, and it has a very beautiful smell to it. So yeah, I know you guys can hear my dog. I'm pretty sure you guys can, but he's down here chewing on a bone. So is my other one. So they're just making weird noises. So I'm just gonna take this product right here and, oh wow, it's leaking out. Okay, so I'm just gonna put it in my hands and we're just gonna start patting it all over the skin. It just smells very, very good. And it literally feels like water on the skin. I really do like that. Alright, so now we're gonna go ahead and go into the e.l.f. foundation. It doesn't even, I think it's called Flawless Finish Foundation. Pretty sure that's the name of it. But for some reason this one doesn't have a name on it. But it's oil-free, SPF 15 sunscreen, and oh, I never knew this, but for some reason it says directions: apply generously 15 minutes before sun exposure, reapply at least every 2 hours. That's weird, but anyways, I love this and I'm running out of it. This is in the shade Porcelain, and it's definitely not porcelain. It's pretty dark, but looks very, very good on my skin color. And it smells like, every time I use it, it smells like some kind of like baby product. So I'm just putting this all over my face. I'm literally running out of it. That's why I'm going into it like this. Alright, now I'm just taking my Morphe blending sponge right here, and we're just going to go ahead and start blending it throughout the entire face.
And see the view from above, 'cause I know that nothing lasts forever. And I try to crack this iceberg open till it shatters through the ocean. I wanna make shockwaves.
Alright, so now I'm going to go in with a little bit of this e.l.f. 16 Hour Camo Concealer. I do need to buy a different shade of this because it's very, very light. This is in the color Fair Warm, and it's not Fair Warm at all. But you only need a very little bit of this concealer. I'm going to take it down just a little bit. But I would use this a lot more if I had a lighter color. I just haven't personally bought a lighter color yet because this product works so, so good. So I'm just going to go ahead and start blending it out. Alright, so now that we have that all blended out, I'm going to go in with the Pretty Vulgar translucent powder right here. This is the Powder Room Matte About It translucent setting powder, and I believe this one is my favorite. I really like translucent powders and powders that all just suck on my face. If you watch my channel, I talk about that a lot, but I think this one is my favorite that I've ever used. So I'm definitely liking this one. I just try to put it on my face, especially when I'm using eyeshadow, because it definitely helps matte down the areas where a lot of fallout might proceed to get on. So just gonna put it across my nose, face, basically everywhere we put concealer, just to very matte it down. Even though I don't really like to be matte, I like it to be easier to come off if we have fallout. And I'm just gonna go in with this little brush right here. This is the Morphe M438 brush, and just place it across the eyelids. Alright, so now I'm going to take that same brush and just dust it away. And I'm just applying some foundation right here because I think I missed it right there with the foundation, so we don't want to look patchy. So anyways, now with the leftover product, I just like to go in with whatever's on the sponge and just push in the powder. I feel like it helps it not look so cakey and just really looks like it's pressed into the skin and looks a lot better. So that's what I'm doing. Alright, so now I'm going to go in with this Tarte Pro Glow Tarte palette. Yeah, I guess it's just called Pro Glow. So anyways, it just opens up, if I can show you guys, it opens up to two sides right here, which is cool, and it has two mirrors. Kind of too large and messy for me, but I do like that it does have mirrors, and they just very easily go to the back like this. So I used this for the first time today. I did get this in my BoxyCharm, and this was really, really awesome. It just looked so good on the skin. So we're going to use it again, and I'm super excited. So I'm taking the Sophie Glam blush brush. I always forget the name. And you're just going into these two colors right here. And it probably went in too much. We're going to tap it off. And we're going to start putting it on the cheeks. What I liked about this earlier when I was using it is that it wasn't like patchy on the skin. A lot of powder products go on patchy on my skin. And it was not too harsh. So you can go in and build it up. It doesn't just go straight onto your face and you have to hurry up and blend it out. That just went on so nicely. And another good thing I like about it for my skin color, this looked very, very good for my skin color. It's very hard for me to find blushes and bronzers that look good on such porcelain skin, and this looked very, very good. So just putting it on my cheeks, you guys know the drill. Now I'm going to go in with this Morphe M527 brush right here, and I'm going to mix these two right here, these bronzers. The same with these looked very, very good. So I'm going in, and we're going to just bronze up the face everywhere that we normally do.
Trying to step back.
So now I do this with all my products. I just go in with the sponge and just kind of push it in so it blends well into the skin. Alright, so I just want to show you guys, but not for too long so it's not harsh on his eyes, but this is my new little baby right here. His name is Evan and he's a little French bulldog. I do have two other French bulldogs and a little teacup Yorkie. I just love dogs, and yeah, this is my new little baby right here, and he is 3 months old and he is so freaking good. He's so good, guys. He's like so behaved, and he like knows what puppy pads are, and he potties on the puppy pads. He's like so good. So anyways, welcome to my channel, Evan. Okay, so I don't know if this is going to look good on my skin. I don't know if it's going to be too dark or not, but I am going to go into the highlighter side of it. I haven't used the highlighters in these yet, so I'm going to go into this one, and we're just going to put it on the cheeks and see what it looks like. Okay, so it's not too dark, but it's also not too beamy either. So, yep, going in with a second layer looks a lot more brightening. But I'm just putting that all over the usual spots I normally would. Alright, so I think it looks very, very good on the skin. Not too beaming, but also not too powdery or dark for my skin color right now. So, now I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. Cosmetics Dewy setting mist. You guys know I already love this and I don't need to rave about it anymore. But I'm just going to spray my face. Alright, so I just went ahead and did my brows off camera. I used the CoverGirl brow pomade right here, and then I used the e.l.f. Cosmetics Wild Brow and the color, damn it, it's Neutral Brown. I used the color Neutral Brown. So now we're going to move on to my favorite part, which is going to be the fun part, and we're going to be using, this is eyeshadow, so we're going to be using the Juvia's Place, the Saharan by Juvia's palette, and looks like this on the outer part right here, and we open it up, and here is the inside right here. Super beautiful. So we're going to be using this today. I don't really know what we're going to be doing, but we're going to make it work. Alright, so I'm going to go in with this brush right here. This is a pretty dense and pointed brush right here, but it is a little bit fluffy. This is the Morphe E17 brush, and I love this brush. So now we're going to be going into this color right here, which is the color Taza in the palette. And it's kind of an orangey brown, so I'm going to be tapping this off, hopefully no fall or anything like that, because I do have somewhere I got to go after this. So I'm just going to start rounding it out on the outer part right here, and I don't know, I kind of want to do not rounded. Well, I don't know, we're just going to keep it round because, you know, it's easier, so I'm going to do round, and we're going to start blending it into the crease. I'm not really worrying too much about how blended it is, but just really packing on that color and making sure it's in the right places.
Till it feels like I can walk through fire. And I know I'm only getting higher. Till it feels like I can walk through fire.
Alright, so that blended out so easily. I'm going to go ahead and go into the same brush, same color, and just smudge it under the eyes. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and go into this brush right here. This is a little bit kind of same like the one we were using before, a little bit smaller. This is the Morphe M506 brush, and now we're going to go into the color which is Fez, and it's this brown color right here. I'm going to be using it right here just to very lightly pack it on the outer part of my eye and into the crease. Alright, so now I'm going to go back into the Tarte Pro Glow palette. And since this palette that we're using right here doesn't have a transition shade, I'm going to be going into the blushes right here. And I'm going to be taking the Morphe M513 brush right here, a little bit of product on it, but I'm wiping it off on my pants. And I'm just going to go into this one right here, tapping into that and just using it to blend out the eyeshadow so it's nice and blended and, you know, smoked out a little bit, looking good.
Ocean current till the winds flood what's been burning. I wanna make shockwaves. I wanna make shockwaves with you.
And I'm also going to take it and use it to blend out the bottom of the eyes. I'm taking this Allmar Cosmetics flat brush right here, and I'm going to be going in with the e.l.f. Cosmetics 16-hour Camo Concealer we used earlier under the eyes. I'm taking this and I'm going to use it to cut out my crease. Alright, I'm actually going to switch into this other flat brush right here. This one's a little bit more detailed and the other one wasn't detailed enough. This one's skinnier, flatter. So I'm going to use that and just finish out cutting my crease. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and set this eye right here with the translucent powder we were using and do the other eye off camera. Alright, so I'm going to go back into that brush we were using now that I'm back, and we're going to go into this eyeshadow right here. It's a kind of a bronzy eyeshadow shade, and this one's in the color Hadia? Cool. So we're going to pick it up right here. I don't think I've used this shade before right here. So we're picking it up on the brush, and I'm going to be spraying my brush just as I always do. And then I'm going to pick it up a little bit more again, and I'm going to start laying it on the outer part of my eye right here. I'm going to go in a little bit with my finger because I feel like it's not coming on as good as I want it to. But the finger kind of helped it a little bit. So I have it on like the middle outer parts of my eyes.
We're flying so close to where we belong. Now we're trying to go somewhere new.
Alright, so now I'm going to go into this color right here. This is the color, I don't even know how to pronounce that, but it's blue. It's Chef Sharon, I don't know. Awesome, cool name, but here we go right here. I'm going to pick this up right here and we're going to start. I'm not even going to spray the brush because I don't know if it does. Yeah, I am. I'm going to spray the brush. We're going to pick it up, spray the brush. Just spray the brush, guys. Pick it up, and now I'm placing this on the inner part of my eye. That's a really pretty color together.
Till it feels like I can walk through fire. And I know I'm only getting higher.
I'm kind of trying to make sure these shades kind of blend, kind of like an ombre effect into each other. So now I'm taking this pencil brush right here, and we're going to be going into this white color right here. It's a shimmery shade, and it's Azia. We're going to go into, it's kind of like, got like goldeny reflex in it, but it's white. So I'm going to be putting this on the inner corner. Let's see how it looks. Not pretty enough. Okay, so I changed my mind. We're actually going to go in with this Kat Von D Metal Crush palette right here. And here's the outside, here's the inside. I'm going to be going into the color which is in the middle, which is Helix, right here. And I am now popping that on the inner corner to get more of a color that I was kind of going for. And this one's a little bit more white than this side, so I'm going to go in with that color we were using first to kind of blend them so we can have like both shades. Now with the same color, I'm going to be popping it on the brow bone a little bit. Alright, now I'm going to go in with that brush we're using the darker brown with and going back into the darker brown. And just making sure this outer part right here is blended into the eyeshadow. So now for eyeliner, we're going to be using the Morphe Ink Felt Tip Liquid Liner right here. Here's the outside right here, and then when you open it up, here's what it looks like. I used this the other day, actually yesterday, for the first time, and I didn't really like it, but this is the only eyeliner I have right now because I left my really good one in my mom's truck. So yeah, we're just going to draw some wings on our eyes. Actually, I'm going to do this off camera because my friend just texted me and said that she's almost done with work and is going to be on her way. So I suck at eyeliner, so I don't want to rush this too much, but I want to do it good. So BRB. Alright, so I'm back and I think I did my eyeliner a little bit okay. It's always ugly, but I tried. So now we're going to be going in with the NYX Cosmetics On The Rise Volume Lift Mascara right here. And this is so good, so good. The only thing I wish it didn't do was get stuck to the wand right here, but this mascara just looks so good on the eyes. I love it. So, you guys know the drill. We're just putting it on our top and bottom lashes. Alright, so I just went ahead and off camera as well, just put some eyeliner in the waterline so you guys don't have to see me pull and tug on my eye. So now I'm going to go in with this ColourPop Ultra Matte Lip in the color Beeper Liquid Lipstick and put this on my lips. Alright, so since this lip color is a little bit too matte for me, I'm going to go in with this Buxom Boy Babe Full On Plumping Lip Polish in the color Jose. So this is kind of like a purpley shade, so I'm going to put this on the lips. Alright, so that is the completed look. I was actually going to go for a more full-on bronze look, but that blue on the inner corner just looks very, very nice. It's so bright, and I really love how this turned out. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to go ahead and give my video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel as it really helps me out a lot, and go ahead and comment down below what you'd like to see me film next, and I will see you guys in my next video.